Welcome everyone back to Let's Play Rule the Waves as Great Britain, episode number 26 now. So we have this engagement. This is kind of the big one for us, and I don't have a whole lot of hope that we do well just because our crew at this point are starting to get crew quality is negative because we've been in the Caribbean too long. And on top of that, we're not using the best fire control. We should have Director by now. It's past the midway point of the game. We should have Director by about 1915. I think that sometimes with Great Britain we should have had it done earlier, but that was not to be in this case. So our ships unfortunately have the worst disadvantage, which is, in my opinion, in fire control. It doesn't matter how great your guns are. If they don't hit, they're really not worth anything. And that might be the situation we're in here. So we have what I assume is the main battle fleet approaching here, and we have this armored cruiser scout fleet, which is kind of annoying because they will draw fire, but they are not commiserate. Like, sinking of one of these doesn't really even mean anything. So what we're going to go ahead and do is have the Dreadnought fleet, small though it is, just push down. And the advantage we have with our battle cruisers is that we can actually engage at will, or at whatever length or distance or anything. We control the distance entirely because of our greatly superior speed. And actually the Dreadnought fleet with a speed of 20 is probably comparable to the fastest things that they have over here as well. So we have like multiple ways of keeping the range where we want it. We're actually doing really good to start off with some hits on this San Diego. Double revised class. Anyway. Looks like they're sending some kind of cruiser, a light cruiser, towards us. That's a little bit strange because light cruisers don't usually have torpedoes. And on top of that, they are big enough to be a fair target for our main guns. Yeah, we're landing a few armored... I mean, it's not going to matter much. The armored cruisers don't mean much. We need to sink the main fleet. Speaking of main fleet, here comes my dreadnoughts. So I'm really curious what was going on here exactly. And hit on the New York. We'll take those hits. Okay, Inflexible is getting targeted by the Indiana. The Indiana only has 11-inch guns, but to be honest, my battle cruisers have pretty weak armor. 9-inch belt and only 2.5 deck. 2.5 deck is not terrible. What kind of deck are we dealing with? Maybe that's 2.5. Okay, maybe we fight them at range then. Let's pull back. Let's go ahead and pull back. The only ships that we have with heavier armor definitely are dreadnoughts. 10.5, 2, so these actually should get closer, but again, that crew quality is just killing me. So we'll pull back a little bit, try to fight them at range. With this kind of crew quality, there's not like a great way of doing it. Okay, but it's working so far. Okay, it's a trade, just an even exchange so far. Let's push our dreadnoughts below, and actually what we want to do is probably drive right at them. I don't know, because I want my dreadnoughts in front. So let's go ahead and do that. Now let's spin these guys around. Yeah, we're actually getting a lot of hits on this Indiana class, which is really, really nice. Actually, on both of them. Have we done any serious damage? Not really. And these do have, so they're 20 knots, they're even with us, but they're only 11-inch guns. Boy, I'd love to just, I mean, come on, we can take 11-inch guns, can't we? Let's just fight them from a distance, but I think we have to have these guys either slow down or turn around. Because if we go down this side, we're going to lose the wind advantage. So I think we're going to curl back and cycle around. Come on, please don't miss, dreadnoughts. Oh boy, the dreadnoughts are not hitting. In fact, they're being hit. Well, let's bring the battle cruisers back in, who apparently have the ability to hit, where our dreadnoughts do not. Yeah, the Fortune is hitting. The Kaiser is way closer, but it's the Fortune who's who ended up connecting with the target. I still think we probably need to disperse our forces a little bit. We've seen I've done tests before. I don't know if I've probably shown this on camera too, but now rudder damage or you jammed port. Okay, that's actually not a bad thing. We'll have the Kaiser Wilhelm to pull off rudder full left as well. having like multiple divisions target a single division of the enemy actually results in just experiential, or what I guess the way of saying that is anecdotal, a significantly worse hit rate from my experience. So let's just let these battle cruisers jump in now. Who limited flooding? PogChamp. Okay, PogChamp, slow down a little bit. You're not doing anything useful right now anyway, and you'll probably just reattach to the Kaiser Wilhelm eventually, so I probably should rename the Kaiser Wilhelm finally, because we did go to war against the Germans at some point. So these guys down. We only have front guns. Let's just charge with their front guns then. We're crossing the T here. That's good. So this is really interesting. I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and give the order for our ships to move in and torpedo, because it's the perfect situation. It would have been the perfect situation maybe a couple of minutes ago when they were heading dead on with us. That would have been definitely the best time. I don't want to leave without taking a few home with me, though. It's important to take home a few prizes. Again, the ideal here is to get at least a 4-to-1 victory point advantage in terms of ships sunk, just so we can start creaking ever so slowly closer to an even fleet composition. Not composition, but just fleet size. Okay, so hit with 4-inch guns, totally unimportant. Hit with one of the heavy guns, not good. Okay, let's see what we can do about this, though. That's not bad. Adamant submerged torpedo. Okay, that's probably really bad. And I think you probably have flooding as well, so I'm going to pull you right north. Just get off the line basically immediately. And we're still controlling the engagement on this side, which I really, really like. And these guys are going too fast to even be targeted by torpedoes. Now, where the hell is the torpedo attack that I expected would have already happened from these guys, for example? It's not happening quite yet. Oh, champ. Kaiser Wilhelm, come back down and join. Alright, but I'm seeing more or less good stuff. Charles Darwin taking a few hits here. That's not good. Where are you? Okay, that's because you're in a very advanced position. Let's pull you back. Okay, Inflexible is now taking the hits, which is, okay, still in the same area. We want to pull you back. Very good. Adamant, go pull this way. PogChamp, when you get everything straightened out, which is not quite yet, but you will eventually want to make an eastward heading? I don't know how to say this word. Anyway, you want to move east. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, not great, but not... And this is where it is. This is where it's going to happen. Ooh, that Charles Darwin. So I gave her an order. Is her rudder jammed to port? Now, what are you doing, buddy? Charles Darwin, my God. Stubborn ship. You're just not listening. It's not responding. It doesn't say anything about the rudder being jammed midship, but there's still nothing. Why did we torpedo back at our own people? Okay, well, that should do it. I wish I was the one in charge of launching these. Oh, okay, wait. Let's slow this down a little bit. This seems a little bit better. There's hope. Oh my gosh, so close. Alright, let's pull you guys back around. You're going to be losing the advantage now. Going a little bit too far. Too deep. Okay, let's put you back up. Hopefully you repaired your flooding. Now, you don't have any flooding, but with the... Was it submerged? Yeah. That's something that can crack open in a heartbeat. So we'll just have to be a little bit careful about that. Okay. All these torpedoes being launched and no hits. You're telling me? Really? Look at this one. This Indiana. Hit her. Alright, so let's come back. We're now on the wind disadvantage, but we'll come back at a very steep west heading. Like almost at 270. We're just going to force some kind of weird behavior from the AI, probably. And with everyone else, we're just going to kind of nose our way on in. Basically, this is just to pick off any stragglers. If any of them have any damage and they can't flee with the rest of the fleet, we're just going to do our best to knock them out. So we lost one of our ships, unfortunately. And we are launching a whole spread of torpedoes, but we're just not connecting whatsoever. However, I think that this Indiana is ours, and that one maybe as well. So let's just focus on these 2 ships. If we can take out 2 dreadnoughts and get away without any losses of our own, I will be okay with that. And this Indiana is just suicidal, is turning up. She's dead. So now all we need to do is make sure this other Indiana gets taken. So the Adamant, that's your job. Kaiser Wilhelm. Okay, yeah, you're heading west. Okay, good. Good, yeah, make that heading west. Hopefully we have any hits. I doubt it there. Gonna lose a lot of destroyers in this, I think, unfortunately. But see, that is just a terrible launch, Churchill. That is a terrible launch. But that's okay. Whatever. If we can just get this... Okay, we know that one Indiana is going down. Yeah, that's the one that we know is going down. And now she's going down for sure. Just get me over to this other Indiana class. That's the one I want. We can land those hits. Yeah, that's the one I want. Oh, okay, nope, the wrong one. Well, it is causing, in this chaos, I think we have to start pulling our dreadnoughts back because they are slower, right? And there's the battle cruisers, which I fear. But if we have enough battle cruisers remaining, it shouldn't be a big deal. Let's go ahead and pull everyone off north. Under this screen of torpedoes, let's go ahead and push back. Is this ship sinking? Well, I've thought so before, and we did have one of those ships survive. I'm going to let the Fortune go ahead and close one more barrage. One more. Doodle is sinking. This Indiana is the one being hit, but this is the one being targeted. Well, sometimes. Come on, Fortune, just get in another barrage. Yeah, that's good. 2 more 14-inch guns. That's basically what I wanted to see. Every one of these hits counts, I think. Just does that little extra damage, which says, no, you're not going to be able to get away. Okay, we're going to let only our rear guns fire now. We're going to draw back north, reassemble with our battle cruisers, and hopefully we'll be able to stave off the incursion of battle cruisers, which is like basically phase 2 of this boss. So it's not going to be easy either. And they're actually going to be coming with the wind advantage if we're not careful. So let's just tip over to the west and head off that attempt. So we have 20 for here. Let's make this 23 then. 26. Try to get everyone lined up. Fortune, what are you at? 24, that's fine. That's acceptable. Yeah, so 2 more hits on the Indiana in question. This one's certainly a goner, right? We actually have some destroyers doing God's work, man. Still launching torpedoes in the bottom down here. I don't think they're doing anything except for securing us some time to get away. And of course we can't actually get away. All we can do is try to get ourselves lined up for the battle cruisers that are coming in. And there's a fair number of them. So here we go, part 2. It's only the first part of the fight, basically. Now we gotta carry on. Oh, wow. Well, if this ship wasn't in trouble before, it is now. I think that was a hit. It was. 2 hits? Yeah, that's good. Fantastic. If only we had hit this Ohio, the old ship probably would have actually gone down. Wait a second. No, doesn't look like it's going to hit. No. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we hit the Lexington. This is a good start. This is what we need to have happen multiple times, more and more. That's a very lightly armed ship. The Ranger class is the one that got away from us last time, which I was really annoyed by. Only 25,000 tons, and we just had destroyed everything on the ship. And I'm just really kind of flabbergasted that she was able to actually make it back to port, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Let's make our heading 20 here. Obsidian Spire, just give us everything you got, which is now, wow, only 18. So pull back a little bit. We'll have the Adamant try to hold down the fort. Kaiser Wilhelm, just continue to fire. PogChamp, go ahead. Just head west. And there it is. So hopefully we'll just be able to engage this at range. If we're not hitting them successfully, it's going to be... Oh man, the Fortune just got... For the North Dakota, where is this firing from? It's a hell of a shot. My god. That is like at the extreme range. Wow. I'm so sorry, Fortune. That's just really unfortunate. Okay, please start landing some hits. Come on. No, this is not good. This is the opposite of what I want. We have done some damage, I think. This is not good. I'm seeing nothing from us. Alright, if the Charles Darwin takes any more damage, we're probably going to have to just pull north and retreat. Yeah, this is 3 hits against us. Draconian, what is your speed? It is 17. Well, make it faster. Okay, there's at least a 14-inch hit, which should do a lot of damage to these. They're, you know, they have the same belt as me, and I think the same deck, but their turret is so much weaker. And their guns are so much lighter than ours. Yeah, this is not good. This is just terrible. Our accuracy, it looks like, I'm guessing, let's just take a look. So it's 1 hit against them for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to 1 hits. That's it. We just can't win with that kind of terrible fire accuracy. So yeah, 1 more hit. That's good. But we're gonna pull north, and I think we're just gonna make our escape to the north, to the west-northwest. So let all the remaining ships get those orders. We're going to have to plow through these battlecruisers to get out, though, unfortunately. They have trapped us in, and we just are not hitting for crap, and I'm really frustrated that we're going to lose to a bunch of 12-inch guns. They have 3 double 12-inch turrets. 6 total 12-inch guns. We ourselves are fielding 10 14-inch guns. And we are not winning. We are losing. You can't design a better situation. Any admiral in my shoes would be extremely happy, but not with these results. It's as the old British adage goes during the Battle of Jutland. I just think there's something wrong with our guns today, or whatever the expression exactly was, but that's what's happening here. There's something wrong with our guns, or really our crew, or something. But we are getting our butts handed to us. And I can't disengage because those are battle cruisers and they can outrun us, because especially with all the combat damage we've taken. And we will need some extra destroyers after this one, that's for sure. So the only thing we can do is just try to stay bundled together and hope that eventually our ships can find a few hits. Yeah, even knocking out one of their guns is 1/3 of their guns. So, okay, the gentleman is thinking we're losing a lot of ships. Gonna need a lot of destroyers to replace these. We also should go not in abreast, but in formation. And a head formation, yes. You know what? What's my max speed on these? Oh my gosh, 14. No. Make your speed minimum of 20. If somebody has to detach, so be it. Kaiser Wilhelm, go ahead and come closer. I'm looking for somebody with a high speed who can make a kind of a sortie in, but we don't have anybody with high. Nobody has a high speed anymore. That's not good. Okay, well, here we go. They're closing the range, so it's do or die. I'm gonna continue to close with to range with them as well, though. Because we are hitting them. We are doing some damage. And our damage should be a lot more than theirs. I just really dislike this situation where we have Hey, PogChamp, why don't you come south? Yes, detach all the people. Adamant. Let's turn north. That was a very carefully crafted maneuver. You don't really realize it, but that was very well executed, I'm sure. And wasn't actually a collision of 3 ships at the same time. So I wanted the PogChamp to move closer because her deck armor is less, and her belt armor is more. It just makes sense. I wish I had some of my destroyers now. We're actually doing a good number now. Oh, these are 4-inch guns. Disregard that completely. We're hitting with... See, this Ranger class has gotten 2 of its 4 guns destroyed. And we have one down here that's got 1 of its guns destroyed. You know what would be nice, really nice, is if we could have a flash fire go in our favor for once. Even one of them destroyed. Wow. Like, we don't have any guns destroyed. So that should mean that we're doing well, right? Okay, so maybe we just... Wait. Trying to see how their fleet is doing. If I see one of their ships slowing down, I think we have to make a run at them. I think we're going to make a run at them anyway. I don't know how we're going to get out of this with a fleet only moving this slow, and I think their battleships have contact with us still, so we can't escape them. They can definitely catch up. What I was hoping to do was, yeah, here they come. 2 hits for them. Not good. 4-inch guns, I'm not even going to count that. Finally, another 14-inch hit. Who's in control of the Draconian, etc.? Is this Obsidian Spire? Okay. Yeah. What is the max speed of these ships? 18. The max speed is 18 for Invincible. Well, you know what we're going to have to do is just go up to 20, which I think was the next max speed, and let the Invincible detach. It's just not good to see what I'm seeing here. Yeah, too good. That was 2 14-inch hits. I'm happy with that. Alright. 2 more 14-inch hits. This is good. Okay, and then Kaiser Wilhelm getting... They're just reminding us we're still here. But these are only 12-inch guns, and these are medium guns. I think those were not very important hits. Okay, nothing interesting there. Some more 14-inch hits, and on the same Ranger. This one might be going down. She's only returning fire with 1 gun now. Yeah, this one took 3 14-inch hits in this barrage. And this Lexington has decided for some reason to start moving towards us. You know what? Let's go ahead and close. I don't know if it's a great idea. Well, okay, no. Let's just more or less keep our bearing. Damn it, wrong person. Yeah, Obsidian Spire, but increase to 22. I just want to get everyone else besides the Invincible to push up. And Adamant, you can't do anything, huh? Okay, fine. Fair enough. Who's in charge? Let's remove our flotilla attack. Yeah, they're making their run north. This is actually good for us. And it's really good for us. 14-inch hit on this Lexington, who maybe her rudder's jammed? She's not able to even fire her guns in her current bearing. Maybe they're just actually making a turn north. No, I'm gonna let this happen. I want to close. Invite them in. Don't yield. I'm seeing good things. This is 3 Ranger hits. This is fantastic. Are they pulling back? Is that what they're trying to do? Did they accidentally make their turn? Their battlefield turn away? Did they accidentally make it towards us? And we hit this Lexington. This Lexington's dead in the water, I think. And 4 more hits on this Ranger. Surely that's enough to bring her to the bottom. And 2 hits that didn't penetrate. Fantastic. Very good news. Okay, well, let's just hope that this is all enough. We're hitting this Lexington with 4-inch guns. I'm not really interested in that. This Ranger taking another 2. Wow. Now that one's got to be going down. She's dead. Another 14-inch. 14-inch on this Lexington, whose dead stop should be an easy target. Yeah, this Ranger's dead. I'm calling it. That one's definitely dead. If we can get away now, we won't lose any heavy ships. We need to disengage. Pretty sure that that's not... We're just going to have to shoot them to pieces and then disengage by that. Because I feel like if we retreat, they're going to think that we're weak, smell blood, and they're going to pursue. We want to get them to think that the disengagement is their idea. We have just a damn Kentucky class in the middle of all this. What the hell is she doing? 13-inch guns, very weak belt. Okay, maybe we can take her down as well. I don't know. Our focus right now has been on the battlecruisers, and that's a better focus, in my opinion. Heavy damage on this one. I mean, we could get really lucky, and these could sink. Yeah, this one's taking a lot of damage as well. Lexington. Okay, Cummings, fine, I don't care. And this is the one that's surely going down. And now we're focusing on the Kentucky with our inflexible. Let's pull in a little bit more Charles Darwin. And basically everyone has their chance. We'll just keep swinging the entire fleet slowly along. Pull that adamant off a little bit more at a slightly sharper angle. I'd really love to get a few hits on this Kentucky though. There it is. The first one. Because we already destroyed one of her turrets, which just so happens to be the turret that has the best chance of firing at us. So. Good. Good. Keep it coming. She's turning in. Lexington. Okay, I don't care about 4-inch guns. Kentucky. Good. Ranger. Nope. 4-inch guns. So it's clear who the Kentucky's targeting. Our flagship. We'll just pull her back a slight little bit. Okay, this is Obsidian Spire. We want to move her down closer, in fact. I should want to disengage, but this Kentucky has just really got itself so out of position. I can't help but want to go after it. We're still hitting, no, 4-inch guns, I don't care. And she's turning north into us. This is perfect. Okay, so let me see what I'm doing here. Kaiser Wilhelm, make your heading about 270. 2 more Ranger class, 14-inch hits. That's fantastic. This ship is a goner. I'm not worried. I'm really not even worried about it. Like, I feel comfortable sometimes calling that a ship is dead, and sometimes I don't. But that one I'm gonna call dead. Okay, let's get these hits on the Kentucky. She's all on her lonesome out here. There's 6 13-inch guns available to attack us. Just slowly wear her down. There it is. 3 14-inch hits. Heavy damage for her. We actually knocked out 2 more turrets. Well, you know, of course we have to pursue this. And I am looking at you, Obsidian Spire, to make that run. Taking us away from the other ones. I look at this. 1 Lexington dead in the water. 1 Ranger dead in the water. And I hope that those are both sunk ships. Okay, let's keep getting this Kentucky then. She's turning correctly to try to avoid the danger. I think hopefully too little too late though. Yes, finally the Invincible we can detach. Have her kind of move up with the adamant. And you guys move in towards this Kentucky. The Draconian has full speed? She does. Well, give her everything she got. Let's make a run on the Kentucky and then be done with it. Yeah, she's on fire. She has 4 of her 5 turrets destroyed. Let's call this a win, and let's pull back. Okay, just get everyone heading westward. We are. Good. Alright. Disengage. Well, I feel like we did not shoot very well, but the combat tactics we employed seemed to have worked. I'm hoping we can get out of here before they notice the adamant is really lagging. Okay, so now it's just this. The problem is we have like a total mess of ships. Please tell me that one's not pursuing. Come on, please. No, I shouldn't detach. I should have just slowed everyone else down. Okay, whoever's the fastest, which I think is the Draconian right now, needs to send itself to the rear as the rear guard. Appropriately enough. We're going to have a lot of people go to AI control here, and I'm actually looking forward to that. Okay. Good. Okay, the Draconian. Good. Go down to cruise. Let's just start moving away at cruise because, 1, it's easy to hit. 2, I think that's about the maximum speed we have. Okay, let's do the same thing though. Let's just have one direction where we're all gonna head exactly. 305, 305, 305 is what we're gonna make our heading. 305. Five. 305. 305. I think everyone's 305. And everyone's going cruise speed. Okay. Good. Steady as she goes. The adamant's going to fall back and eventually get converted to AI control, but oh, it looks like I missed one. Darn it. Just one of them. 305, 305. Okay, Obsidian Spire needs to stop. We need to basically slow everyone down now that we've disengaged. I'm going to have to do this manually, but let's just go down to 4. Something really small so that... Start when she's doing okay. 4 is what I said. Hey, Obsidian Spire, how you doing? Oh god, oh god. Just bring you down to 0. You know what, I might just bundle these ships together and then tell them to move all stop. I think that's a good idea. Let's just have them all stop. We're hopefully far enough away that we won't encounter any kind of fleet sneaking up on us. Damn it. So we lost the Obsidian Spire, but she did well. I mean, if we lose one ship for 4, that was like the idea to begin with, right? Alright, come to a stop now. And we'll just go ultra fast, hopefully until this is over. Whoops, nope, what? You. Gotcha. Done. Too bad. Too bad about the Obsidian Spire. That is really a shame. And where was the battle? I don't even see it anymore. It's not showing the sunk ships. But okay, so we just wait. We lost 1. Yeah, we'll pick up survivors. And done. Okay, fantastic. So, this was at a great cost of destroyers. But that was always going to be the case. I've thrown my destroyers recklessly in, and we still see the Kingfisher classes performing exceptionally well. What happened to the enemies? Well, I mean to the Americans. For the life of us, we couldn't sink a single destroyer escort. Did just a ton of damage all around, but this is only a 2-to-1 point victory. Still, the important thing, the thing I was most counting on, is that we sunk 5 ships for one of our capitals. 5-1 capital. That is going to probably secure us the Caribbean. So that is extremely good. And you know what? That's a perfect time to call this video to a close. So the battle at the Dominican Republic, that's just, it was necessary, right? We knew that this, if we couldn't get this, the war would just come to an early end. There's nothing we could have done to fight them without the ships available. So it's a good victory point addition for us. What does that really mean, though? Well, we now have only one battlecruiser who's left. So despite all that, well, I think the main thing for us now is going to be, this was a good discussion point on the previous video's comments. We're going to move everyone out of the Caribbean and into the East Coast, and we're going to hope to either force the engagement there or blockade them. Because if we are in the Caribbean alone, we don't blockade them, we just hope to invade. But if we are on the East Coast and they aren't there, not only do we have a chance to invade, maybe take back Bermuda, but more importantly, we have an opportunity to blockade them. So it is a double whammy. So I shouldn't be focusing so much on the Caribbean. I'm kind of blinded by my rage, how upset I am that we've lost so many provinces in the Caribbean. I mean, hell, this fight that we just won, that was a tough battle, and we came out 5-1 capital ships. So it's just absurd to think that it's absurd to think that we're still so outnumbered in the Caribbean. And what's worse is we're outnumbered everywhere else as well. So, my God. It's just not a very good situation. They have 9-2. Battlecruisers wise, they only have 6 to our 6, so that's good news. But 9-2 is, I guess, the big thing here. Well, we could do it though. We can do it. We're woefully low on destroyers now after so many have been lost, but they've done their part. Anyway, so I'll call this video to a close. We can celebrate a big victory, but I'm still worn out, and I mean, it's just nerve-wracking. We're hanging on a knife's edge here, tottering, and one fleet battle like that, which goes the opposite, if they kill 5-1, if they even kill 5-5, we're done. We just don't have anything left to fight them. So every battle will be very precarious. But anyways, thanks for watching this episode. We'll struggle on. Until the next episode, take care.